And, no, you're good. Landon Bartel, the Ashland, Missouri native, former Southern Boone high school state champ, and Nebraska senior. Let's see. Last 2 weeks ago in Eugene. Let's see. As a senior, was that your sixth NCAA national meet?
That was my fifth national meet. My third one outdoor, and I had 2 indoor.
And then just come up one place short of an 8th place top 8 trophy. How many? Let's see. So how is that? 5? Is that all 5 second team All-American?
So I got four second team All-Americans and 1 honorable mention freshman year.
Obviously, it was a rough competition. Just let's see, rain on and off during the high jump. I think?
It was not the best conditions, and I'm super impressed by those guys that went out and jumped close to PRs anyway. It really shows the mentality that you have to be out here and be competing with the best. Is you can't let anything stop you.
Right.
Those guys did great.
Well, obviously, a competition like that with 24 guys is, 24 the best in the country is brutal. Yeah. But when you get rain into it, you got 5 alive, you sit in your weight, you jump a little bit. Mentally, how tough is that? Or this far a point in your career that you're just used to it and you're able to focus in and not let that mental, fatigue get to you?
I would like to think that I am mentally strong enough to handle that type of stuff. But I think over the last couple of years, I put a lot of pressure on competitions, and so if any one thing was wrong, it was rainy, it was my ankle hurt a little bit. I I thought about it a lot, and I almost let it affect me too much. And you just have to realize that you can just let go of all of that and move forward and be yourself, represent what you're meant to, regardless of the outside forces.
Sure.
Everything's internal when it comes to high jump competition.
And obviously, there was one missed jump or one clearance. One little bounce of the bar can mean 4 or 5 place difference. And tell me what it was like to come away just one spot away from that first top 8 NCAA first team trophy.
Yeah, it hurt a lot, especially indoors. I finished 9th, and then outdoors I finished 9th, and that's not how you want to close your senior year. And I was definitely disappointed about that, but there's grace in our life. There's more things to move forward on, and that's what we get to understand, is that there's more important things, and that really whenever we think about it, we all kind of come up short in life, whether it's one place or just we disappoint someone else. Being able to forgive and move forward and be in a place that you're at peace with that is what I've been seeking to do and what I've been trying to do with my life.
And what PR is
223,
which is
7 3 3/4.
And remind me where that was and when? That
was indoors this senior year. It was the second indoor meet at, I believe it was the Mark Colligan Invitational, so it was nice to be able to do it in front of a home crowd at Nebraska.
What do you remember about that and coming down and having the bar stay up?
Yeah, I just remember knowing it was a good jump running up. Whenever you put stuff together, you can feel it before you even take off. And then the next thing I remember is hitting the mat and thinking to myself, how am I supposed to how should I celebrate? And so I look over at like my teammates in the crowd, and like I had some friends over there, and I do this weird thing with my fingers, and I am like frolicking at the same time. I just remember thinking, like I just did something so cool, and then I looked like an idiot. But they knew that's what I am. I'm very goofy, and I like to show that. So.
And now does that equal or does that better your former coach and kind of a mentor, Andy Gilmore's PR?
So that is better. I'm
trying to think what his Olympic trials
mark qualifier was. You might have to do a stat check on this, but I believe his best was 222. Okay. 7 3 and a quarter or a half.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's the case. So.
And tell me after.
I'll have to talk to him about it.
Yeah, we'll know pretty quick, I'm sure. What's it like? You get to college and you think, okay, you think about multis. You were such a good hurler and jumper, horizontal jumper. And you to finally decide on the high jump. What is that tough? Some days you look at your teammates that are hurdling and and doing the hurdles and the long jump, and you think, man, I kind of missed that, or do you have,
There's absolutely the idea of, or the fact that I missed those types of things. I loved running hurdles. I loved long jump. I wanted to be the first long jumper over 30 feet. But as I tried to do long jump my sophomore year of college, and that's when I ended up kind of overdoing it, pulled my hamstring. And then we tried it again later in my junior year, pulled my hamstring again. And so I realized I like to think I'm tough, but I'm not multiple event tough.
Right.
And those guys out there doing the deck and the girls doing the head, they've got a mentality of complete fortitude. And, I respect them very much.
Right, it's crazy, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll dabble and try to learn how to pole vault or just learn how to do some stuff for fun. Now that I don't have to only be a high jumper, I can do a lot more.
Yeah, and obviously you made after your senior year, made the USA Junior World Team in Eugene. And let's see, was this your first senior outdoor championships or second?
This was my first senior outdoors.
First senior, okay. Tell me what the experience was like and coming into it. What were your thoughts and what were you thinking coming into it this week?
Coming into this weekend?
Yeah.
I thought that I had something to prove. I was coming in, I think I was ranked 11th or so. And I thought, I could sneak up on some people. And
sure.
I felt like my training was progressing in a way that was leading me up to some big jumps. And so I was going to sneak up, get in the top 8, get back for the NCAA 9th place that I
Sure.
I felt pretty good coming in, and then I think mentally I let myself go a little bit. Stopped doing some of the things correct that I've done in the past, and that's the way the cookie crumbles once you're off a little bit. And so it was definitely a lot of pressure. It was definitely a lot of hype and a lot of good times, things that I won't forget.
Sure.
But didn't quite turn out how we were hoping again.
You cleared opening height, what, 6'11" something on
6'11" and a half.
First, second
That was
attempt?
on my second attempt. And then I had three misses at 7'1" and a quarter. My last jump was right there. Just nipped it off, but that's okay.
And that's honestly, in all these years of being at Drake here in Des Moines, that's either the first or only the second time I've ever seen the high jump go that direction, which would have been, is that north?
Oh, facing the
that
north
direction. What's that like when you're starting out on the track and running towards the infield? Is any of that stuff? Do you think about any of that stuff, or?
Well, it didn't bother me at this meet because I was out before they started the running events that were going around the curve.
Right.
At NCAA, at regionals, we had some events that were going like right in front of me.
Yeah.
Kind of sloppy, but it's maybe a minor thing you have to think about. But the officials and the marshals, they do their jobs. They love the sport. They want to see people succeed, and so they do a good job blocking things and making sure that we're in our zone to do what we can.
Right. And I think you said, 6 hours, credit hours before you graduate?
Yep, 6 more credits and then done at university.
And then try and decide now if you want to keep competing and training or decide to move on to the next stage of life. What do you think that decision will be like? What will that process be like?
It'll be a lot of quiet and a lot of trying to take outside thoughts, outside voices, and just push them away and figure out where I feel like I am with the sport, figure out where I feel like I fit in, what I have left, physically, mentally, emotionally, and trying to quiet and listen for God's voice, see what He says, and I'm looking forward to what He is going to tell me. I'm looking forward to a lot of things in my life. Just not sure if track's going to be one of them at this point.
Sure. 2 more. What's your degree in? What do you hope to future down the line?
So I'm studying classics and religious studies with a minor in communication.
Okay.
So I'm doing an internship with the local church this next year for a year-long starting in August. Working with the college ministry.
Sweet.
Trying to help young people figure out their purpose in life and where they fit in.
And then lastly, tell me about the socks. I think those are Sky Zone socks, I believe.
These are Sky Zone. I got these. Heck, I think I've been wearing these since my senior year of high school.
Right.
They say have fun, fly safe. That's just what you have to remind yourself out there, is to have fun,
Right.
and enjoy the ride. So
Yeah.
these need to retire though. They've got a couple holes in them.
Okay.
Maybe if I do keep competing, I can get a little Sky Zone sponsorship.
Right, there you go. Right.
That'd
You'll
be
have to
awesome.
frame those and see what the deal with Sky Zone is.
Exactly.
But well, congrats on the amazing career, and good luck finishing up school. And it'll be fun to see what the future holds, no matter what it is.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for the time, Landon.
Appreciate it.